the major building management functions. Control components are the basis for building and room automation. They open or close the window blinds and regulate the indoor climate. Presence detectors and light sensors automatically switch the lights on and off and regulate the lighting level as required, depending on the amount of natural light. Fire alarms detect smoke in time before a fire breaks out. The room temperature controller for heating, cooling, and ventilation ensures an optimal indoor climate. All room controls can be manually operated via user interface. Orientation lights safely show the way in the dark. Thanks to room automation, all these building management functions work together smoothly for maximum energy efficiency. What happens during a typical day shows this well. At night, the entire building is in nighttime mode. Power consumption is reduced to a minimum and all unnecessary electricity loads are deactivated. At 6 a.m., the heating and ventilation are switched to standby mode. This improves the indoor air quality. The closed window shades reduce the need for cooling or heating. At the start of work at 9 a.m., the functions are automatically activated, depending on whether anyone is in the room. The presence of people is detected by the access controller. The room temperature controller ensures an optimal indoor climate through proper heating and ventilation. Lighting is switched on by presence detectors or manually. The sun protection collector opens the window blinds and allows daylight into the room. At the same time, it prevents dazzling or heating by direct sunlight. Depending on the work and weather situation, the room automation system adjusts the lighting and climate automatically over the course of the day. On hot days, the window blinds are closed and the air conditioning is switched on automatically. During the midday break, all functions switch back to standby mode. This reduces power consumption. After the midday break, all functions switch back on and regulate as required. For example, if the sky is cloudy, the window blinds are opened and the lighting adjusted. In the evening, lighting reaches its full intensity. After the end of the workday, when all rooms have been vacated, the lighting is automatically switched off. The room temperature controller reverts to standby mode and all electricity loads are deactivated. This minimizes the quiescent current consumption of networked devices, PCs, and monitors. In the event of a fire alarm, emergency lighting is activated so that people may safely evacuate the building. At the same time, all door locking systems are opened and the ventilation, heating, and air conditioning are deactivated. After the alarm is over, nighttime mode is reactivated for the building. Maximum energy efficiency in buildings is possible with an integrated and coordinated product and system portfolio for room automation. With building and lighting technology.
This is an office building. It, and millions like it, are tremendous resource hogs. In fact, in the U.S. alone, buildings account for 3/4 of all electricity use, 1/3 of all carbon dioxide emissions, almost half of all raw materials usage, and 136 million tons of waste. And buildings will contribute to a 58,000 megawatt electricity shortfall that is predicted in the next decade, which would take the equivalent of a new power plant every month for 10 years to satisfy. It's alarming. There is no doubt that buildings will have to be smarter, greener, and more efficient. And what better way to increase building efficiency than by leveraging the existing IT infrastructure to create an intelligent building? An intelligent building uses technology to create an environmentally sound and logically integrated building that is safer, more efficient, and able to evolve with future changes. Intelligent buildings are by their nature efficient. But if we go a step further, we reach green buildings. Buildings that are environmentally responsible and resource efficient throughout the building's life cycle, from site selection to design, from construction to operation and maintenance, and through renovation and deconstruction. Green buildings are certainly part of the solution to resource consumption, as they reduce energy use, CO2 emissions, and solid waste by substantial amounts, in some cases up to 70%. Intelligent buildings and green buildings are not synonymous, but they are intertwined. You can have an intelligent building that contains integrated applications. You can have a green building that is environmentally responsible. But why just one or the other? You can intertwine the two and get a bright green building. A bright green building will certainly be more efficient. It may cost more to build now, but since construction is only a fraction of the total cost of building ownership, it makes more sense to invest in savings in the operation of a building, which can reach 50% of total cost of ownership. Using IP-based infrastructure systems is a simple way to increase a building's efficiency and dramatically lower operation costs, helping achieve a bright green building. For decades, buildings have been full of disparate systems that couldn't communicate with one another, connected by miles of different cabling, requiring constant monitoring by multiple people in scattered locations. But today's intelligent buildings, powered by an IP-ready physical layer infrastructure, integrate these wide-reaching systems, saving money on material, installation, testing, and operation. And it's important to plan for the full life cycle of the building, which averages 40 years, by installing an infrastructure that meets tomorrow's needs as well as today's. A properly planned IP infrastructure allows for growth without concern for the cable bandwidth. The savings of intelligent buildings are great. But to truly realize the efficiency gains of an IP-based building system, these systems must be intelligent as well. An ad hoc approach to configuration, change, and management is no longer an option. When the infrastructure is a blind spot, even the most advanced network can grind to a halt. By deploying an intelligent infrastructure, you can gain the vision, knowledge, and control you need to optimize your systems and prevent performance degradation. With an intelligent infrastructure, you gain automated connectivity documentation, real-time reporting, real-time detection of changes, event notification, integration with external devices such as cameras, change management through electronic work orders, closed-loop incident management, and improved accountability through audit trails. Put simply, life gets easier with intelligence.
One-halves. Inspire.
Living tomorrow is what we'll all be doing, and this house shows you what to expect with its fun and fast-paced demonstration of technology that's only 5 years from the market.
How cool would it be to have a house where you can control everything out of your bed? Never have to make a grocery list again, or lose your keys, or have the coolest gadgets in your own place. Today I'm in Brussels at Living Tomorrow, and I'm able to experience the house of the future.
70 innovative companies contributed their visions of what we can expect in the near future. The kitchen is often the heart of the house. At least that's where I spend most of my time. The Living Tomorrow kitchen looks very futuristic, but it's designed to have all the comfort and functionality of what you'd expect in a modern kitchen. You'll find everything you need in this kitchen: a built-in LED TV, a music player, and of course every other piece of equipment you need to have for cooking. You can even set the mood for yourself, so if you're longing for a romantic evening with your loved one, a nice bottle of wine, well, all you do is you simply press the touchscreen button on the smartboard and your favourite music will play, the lights will go down, and then it's just time to sit back and relax. If you were to notice that you're running out of wine, you can, for instance, add red wine to your grocery list on the smartboard. The smartboard helps you with your everyday chores. It's there to make life easier. I don't know what Suzanne is planning, but that looks like an awful lot of wine for just one night. I hope there's not a party going on that I'm not invited to. And say, for example, you want to learn more about the wine that you're drinking. Well, you simply drag the wine icon to the television box and a movie will start explaining all there is to know about your wine. Paying bills in the future will also be easier as well. All you got to do is press your finger down onto the button and the smartboard will screen your personal fingerprint. Hey presto, all done and paid for. You can observe every corner of your house with the built-in cameras. It gives you a rather safe feeling, but on the other side, it's kind of voyeuristic too. So now we know what happens to privacy in the near future. We know, Suzanne, you like your showers hot. So while that's heating up, she can start brushing her teeth in front of the intelligent mirror. Now on this mirror, you can look at the news to see what's happening in the world, you can listen to your favourite songs, or you can even see what the weather's going to be like today. You can even work on your tan and at the same time warm your towel on the very modern looking towel heater. This house really is all about comfortable living. The entire house works via home automation. Every electrical appliance or apparatus you have in your home is controlled by one easy-to-use system. It's all about living more efficiently and at the same time being a bit more environmentally friendly. The entire house of tomorrow is equipped with the most high-tech and coolest gadgets around. I mean, a lot of them aren't even out in the shops yet. In this house, you can control everything by touchscreen. You literally have everything at your fingertips. Now that's what I call easy living.
Well, I had a great day, but this house does make you really lazy. I could have one like this, but it cost 22 million euro. Maybe a bit too expensive.
What home automation control can do is give you icons which give you access to the subsystems in your home, like your thermostats, your lighting, and your background music, even pool and spa control. You can have automatic fireplace igniters, in motorized shades and drapes. You can consolidate all of this into a simple, easy-use control. As you can see, there are not a lot of wall clutter items around here. I'm even able to control temperature, and even though I don't have a thermostat on this wall, I do have a remote temperature sensor here. So that remote temperature sensor is wired back to a mechanical room, but I can control my temperature by hitting the little climate icon. So I could dial into this room and see that it's 73 degrees. Or I could come back to the main menu and select music and even change what music source I'm listening to. I've got XM radio on in the background, but I could listen to the iPods that are docked around various different rooms in the house. Coming back to the main menu again, I've got my video menu. So I could, on my TV, determine what I want to watch, be it a Blu-ray or a DirecTV or a cable box, whatever. Coming back to the main menu again, we have lights. So I'm controlling a Lutron lighting control system in this house. And I could control the lights here in this area, but also if I could drill into these rooms, I could control lights and other various aspects of the home. Coming back to the main menu again, I've got motorized shades and drapery I could control. Coming back to the main menu again, pool and spa happens to be on this, so I can see that the spa is 99 degrees, it's 66 degrees outside. I have that type of information right here at my fingertips, very easy to access. I also, in this particular home, have access to turn on the various fireplaces because we have automatic ignition systems on there.